Hey, welcome, Round Rock, Georgetown, you guys out there at Lone Star. Hey, I know some of you work Bell County. Hey, it's time for market stats and MOFIRS. And boy, you want to take a look at one of the hottest real estate markets out there. Bell County has got it going on. So, as we stated last time on market stats and MOFIRS, each week we're going to bring you some perspective on a segment of the market or a trend that we see, and we're going to see, what does that mean? What kind of messaging might this mean for the people that we serve? MOFR, what does that stand for again? It's making offer for immediate response. Gary Keller talked about this in the Shift book. We've got to make offers. He said the person with the most compelling offers wins the game in a shift. So what is the opportunity of the market? What's the message of the market? What's the method in terms of how we get it out there, and how do we gain a response from the right person? Not everybody, just from the right people that our message is suited for, that's going to attract a target audience. And so as we dive into Bell County, let me do a little quick screen share with you and kind of share with you where I pulled some of this information from, as we did last time. And right here from the Texas Real Estate Research Center, you'll notice here I've gone to housing activity trends, Bell County, and a lot of great information here. We're going to focus on median price today and months of inventory. Now, earlier data doesn't have the months of inventory. They start to pick that up in 2015. And yet, let's look at what's happened since 2015. Median price has gone from 139.6 with 5 months of inventory, good balanced market, to where we find ourselves today with an median price of 290,000 and 1.4 months of inventory. And so we'll dissect this a little bit. And in fact, let me go ahead and I'm going to stop sharing my screen here. I'm going to go to another camera, and let me pull my document camera up, and let's take a look at kind of what we've got here. All right, so let's dig into this. You notice magically these red numbers appear. It happens when you pause the recording. So let's look at this. So let's look just pre-COVID. Pre-COVID, 157.7, 2018. These are all Decembers of this year, by the way. We had 2.4 months of inventory. Not a lot of inventory. Still a strong buyer's market. 19, we saw a 7.8% gain in Bell County over 2018 to 171 median price. Product of inventory starting to drop, 1.9 month supply. COVID hits, 205,000 median price, a 16.6% jump by December of 2020, and inventory drops to right at a half a month supply. 2021 December, 247.7, another 17% gain in value, half a month supply of inventory. Now, July of 2022, we're up 14.6% through July over the 247.7 that we wrapped up in December. So inventory 1.4 months. Now that's not a lot, and yet it's 3 times what you had here. It's over two, over 2 times, almost, as well here. And we're getting back to levels that may see this price appreciation really slow down. And yet I do want to share something with you. If we go back to my screen share, when I was studying other counties, and you go through this monthly, as I was starting to see the market giving back some of its gains here, and Bell County hasn't done that. We started the year at 247.7, and it did give back a little in January, and yet it's made median price gains, continually. And that may have a lot to do with who can afford to buy a home, and affordability, and the demographic that's now buying and what they are buying. That would be something further to investigate. But when I look at Bell County, if I was thinking about what's the message, what's the MOFR, it's the fact that this is occurring. It's the opportunity is the market had, many of you sat on the sideline and you didn't get in the market because everything had a multiple offer. I'm concerned at these levels of inventory, we're still going to see the top 20 or 30% of offerings have multiple offers. It's the nature of a tight market. In San Antonio, we're getting to near the 3-month inventory levels in parts of our market. And so, we're seeing multiple offers on the top 10 or 15%, maybe 20% of inventory. Bell County, you're probably seeing it on the top 30%. And yet this would suggest that there are some, opportunities, especially if this begins to continue to trend up. And this is not sustainable at this level of increases with rising interest rates for too long. I would not be surprised if by the end of the year we were eclipsing 2.5 months of inventory, maybe approaching 3. There's a lot of factors that come into play with that. But I think what I would make my MOFIR around inventory is almost triple, although still low. So with a buyer, you may have some choices today, maybe not as many competing offers. For a seller, you're still able to pull a premium out of your home. And if you're moving locally, the odds of you being able to find a place to go are much improved. So those would be my MOFIRs. That would be probably a MOFIR would be, let's set a strategy session to discuss your particular intentions around possibly selling or buying a home in today's market. With these low levels of inventory, not a lot of pressure for pricing to come down. We're not going to see the exuberant ability to overprice and have people pay way over asking. This may start to give some give back later in the year. I know that if I'm going out to price something today and in the neighborhood, there were a bunch of these unicorns that sold at way over asking. This is a way to look at the market as a whole and say, okay, well, what has the market done since, let's say, the beginning of 2020? You could go back to this 171 and you're going, okay, so there's 34%. Here's another 42%. So the market's picked up 42% up through 2021. And what's it going to do this year? Is it going to give some give back and maybe only, go up 7% or 8% by the time we get to the end of the year? It doesn't look like it right now. So I might take 2019 December prices and essentially give it a 45 to 50% bump above that. And that's my beginning of my marketing range. And what's great about this is we're looking at the whole market in the median price. Yours is going to be in the price range of wherever it fits, but I could look at percent change in the market and go, okay, there are some unicorns in this neighborhood. And I don't know if that's justified right now because we might be seeing some of those sit on the market. Look at your active comps very carefully. One of the stats to look at on your active comps is the average days on market of your actives. If you see that start to trend up, that's a strong leading indicator of a lot of price changes are going to be coming your way, more so than we're even experiencing right now. And that would be a signal for sellers to get ahead of the market a little bit and get their best foot forward on pricing. So guys, that's market stats and MOFIRS for Bell County. We'll bring next Tuesday. We'll look at the latest things going on in the market and bring you another update so that you can kind of stay current with what's happening in the market. Let me take my document camera off and we'll go back here. All right, folks. Hey, thank you for your attention. Bell County, stay in the game, stay in the fight. The market's getting more manageable and healthier as we're getting some supply. Not sure how sustainable these double-digit growth numbers are, provided supply can continue to grow. That'll be the big game changer when we can get above 2.5, 3 months inventory and see some stabilization. Till then, you're still in a strong seller's market. All right. See you, folks.